Okay, so here are some extra review questions. So the first one, Jared built a sandcastle that is a perfect square base pyramid. I don't know how he can do it with sand, but we'll assume that he's really good with sandcastles. So after measuring his structure, he determined that the vertical height is 30 centimeters and a base measurement of 20. So again, you want to draw the pyramid first, square base. Okay, something like this. Okay, the height. So the height is 30 centimeters. So this is 30, and then the base are 20 centimeters. Okay, calculate the volume of the structure. So volume of a square base pyramid. The formula is just simply base square height divided by 3. So 20 square times the height, which is 30, divided by 3. Nice and easy. You're just substituting. Why didn't I need to use the Pythagorean theorem? How come I don't need to use Pythagorean theorem? Because we just did a whole bunch of questions that we had to do Pythagorean theorem for. Why didn't we need to do it here? Grace? So yeah, most of the time is because we when we look for surface area, we'll probably have to use that Pythagorean theorem. But if you take a look at the formula, it's looking for the height, and we are given the height. So that's why we don't need to do Pythagorean theorem. We only use Pythagorean theorem to look for the unknown if there's a side that we don't know. In this case, we are looking for height and we're given height. If we were looking for slanted height and we're only given height, that's when we have to use it. Okay, so this is just nice and easy. Your answer is 4,000. Volume is usually easier to do than surface area. All right. Number 11, a local farm has a silo that measures 10 meters in diameter. So silo. What shape am I talking about? A silo. What shape is a silo? Aiden, what shape is a silo? Cylinder. So right, I want to draw a cylinder. Even though the question doesn't ask you for a diagram, it's always good to draw it so that you don't use the wrong formula or you don't have the wrong picture in mind. Okay, so the diameter is 10 and the height is 30, and I'm looking for the volume. So simply volume formula, pi r square h, 3.14. Aaron, what's my radius here? 5. That's because your diameter is 10, so your radius is half of it, so 5. Okay, 3.14 times 5 times 5 times 30. You get 2355 meters cube. Meters cube. Okay. I only want 60% of capacity. So 60% of this, what do I do with this number then? Ryan? Times it by 60%, which is 0.60. And I will get the volume with 60% capacity to be 1,413 meter cube. Lexi? Oh, thank you. Okay, and the last question. Where did I put it? Here. Number 12. Okay, this one. Oops. It's simply a question that asks you to find the surface area of this. What do you call this shape? Simon, what do you call this shape? Try. Okay. More specifically, with three sides equal. Right. Equilateral triangular prism. Okay. So I want to find the surface area. So surface area formula for that is B times L plus A times H plus B times H plus C times H. Okay, looking at this formula, it looks really horrible. I don't know what H is. I don't know what L is. It's what's A and what's B. So instead, because surface area is just when you open up the net and you have to find out what the area of each side is. So instead, I don't want to use this formula because it's too confusing. I can just find the area of the equilateral triangle. Okay, find the area of that. And then find the area of the three sides. Since the three sides are, this is an equilateral triangle, so what can you say about all three of these rectangles? Right. Yep, they're all the same, right? Because this side, the right side is a 20 by 30 rectangle. The left side is a 20 by 30 rectangle. And the bottom is also that. So you just have three of these rectangle, which is 20 by 30, and there's three of them, right? So let's figure out. So the hardest part with this question is actually just to figure out the area of this triangle, base times height divided by 2. Okay. Base, I know it's 20, but what's my height? Sunny? What's my height? Do I know my height? No. So if we don't know it, what do we have to do? Pythagorean theorem. That's right. So I need to do Pythagorean theorem to find the height because I don't know it. Right now, what I'm given is I'm given the slanted height, which is 20. And this part, again, is half your base. So you're only looking at 10. And you're looking for the height. Since I'm looking for the height, I am doing the subtraction one. So c squared minus b squared. So a squared equals 20 squared minus 10 squared, because it's half the height. So a equals square root of 300. And a is about 17.3. Okay. So now I can substitute it in. Here, when I do my calculation for area, what's b? What number is b? Aaron? Be careful. Now, after you do Pythagorean theorem, you're looking at the overall big picture again. So look at your triangle right here. So it's 20. You only split it to 10 when you do Pythagorean. When you go back here, 20 times 17.3 divided by 2. 20 times 17.3 divided by 2, you get 173. Here, as we said, the sides are just rectangles, so length times width. So 20 times 30, 600. And because I have 3 of them, so I'm just timing it by 3. And I get 1800. So 1800 and the 173. Okay. Huh? Say that again? Yes, that's what I was gonna say. No, that's okay. It's good. So total surface area, I have the 3 rectangles, which is 1,800, plus the triangle, which is 173. But as Lexi pointed out, don't forget you have the front and the back triangle. So you do have to add on the other 173 or times it by 2. And then you get plus 173 plus another 173, 2,146 meter square. Okay. Will you see a question like this on the test? Who thinks yes? I will see a question like this on the test. Who thinks no? Okay, good. You are correct. You will see a question like this on the test. Okay, it's we've done a ton and a ton and a ton of these questions. The only hard part is you have to do Pythagorean theorem first before you can find the surface area. As I said, if you look at the formula sheet, okay, remember you are given this formula sheet. All these are pretty straightforward, pretty easy to apply. Because once I give you the formula, it's quite easy. The only one that I hate is this one, triangular base prism formula for surface area. Okay, this to me is just the letters don't make sense. So I personally think it's just easier to draw the net and calculate each part separately. Okay, it's less likely for you to make a mistake using this method, the net method, than to use the formula. Okay. So last advice is when you do the test, even if the question doesn't ask you to draw a diagram, it's always a good idea to do a quick little 30-second sketch. Okay, it will help you see the big picture better. Okay. By the way, how many of you got this final answer? 2001-46. Okay, good. If you didn't, hopefully you found out what your mistake is. We have about 20 minutes left. So study your notes. Take a look to see what your if you have any questions. I'm right here to answer your questions. And don't forget on Monday, I want to see the completed package of page 19 to 30. All right, so I will ask you guys to hand it in on Monday while you guys do your test. I'm going to do the check.